You can text the letters JVC to 26989 at any point, and you can donate right from your phone, right while you're watching the show. This year, JVC created an Advent calendar where every day has an activity, reflection, or prayer centered around one of JVC's 4 core values of spirituality, community, simple living, and social justice. You all should have received a digital version in your email last week, but we have it right here on the screen for you. We're going to spotlight today's reflection. What things do you carry as you journey towards Christ? I invite you to reflect on that question now, and we'll be sending you into breakout rooms for a few minutes to discuss your thoughts and reflections on that question. And then we'll see you back here shortly. But I hope you have time to reflect on the question of the things that you carry as you journey towards Christ in this Advent season, in the remaining, 26 days or so until Christmas. After this, we are now going to turn it over to Emily and Bryn for some JVC trivia.
Hi, everyone. So we have some fun JVC trivia that maybe even some staff members might not know. That could be kind of fun. So I'll wait for Bryn to pull it up. But most of these I actually got from, most of them we got from the website. So all of you should be able to answer, at least most of them. All right. Bryn, I will start with number 1. Which one of the following cities was not a Jesuit Volunteer International location? And you can either say the answer or put it in the chat. A, Chuuk, Micronesia. B, Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. C, San Salvador, El Salvador. Or D, Tacna, Peru.
We have several people in the chat who got it. I think it was, who was the first one that put it in there? Katie?
Katie.
Good one.
Yes, El Salvador is correct. The international program has existed in those other 3 cities.
Okay, next question. Which of the following cities is not a Jesuit Volunteer Corps domestic location? A, Tucson, B, Indianapolis, C, Cleveland, or D, Santa Clara?
That was playing in my head, Karen.
Okay, looks like we got lots of answers here.
Well, once Newark changed their answer, they were correct.
Newark's still correct. Good job. It is B, Indianapolis.
Number 3, and this is possibly a trick question. When was the Jesuit Volunteer Corps we know of now officially founded? 1956, 1961, 1990, or 2009?
Oh, trick. That's a trick.
Oh, this one is a little trickier.
So it looks like, oh, no. Who got it correct first?
It's like no.
Sonia, I think, was the first person. It's actually 2009 was when the Jesuit Volunteer Corps, as we see it now, as it's developed now, was founded. I'm not going to tell you the other date because it's coming later. But 2009 is the official domestic program that we see now.
Okay, number 4. In what state do the origins of JVC trace back to? A, Alaska, B, Maryland, C, Virginia, or D, Washington? State or capital, maybe? Good job, Rob. I like the enthusiasm. Okay, it looks like everyone got this one. It is, in fact, Alaska.
Number 5, approximately how many former Jesuit volunteers are in the JVC community? 15,000, 11,000, 18,000, or 8,000?
Newark is good.
Newark is good.
Yeah, you guys are on it. And the correct
Yes.
answer is B.
11,000, approximately. A little bit more than that, as far as we know. There are a lot of us.
Okay, 6. Which of the following facts about the Jesuits is not true? This is definitely a good luck question. A, the Jesuits invented the trap door. B, that St. Ignatius is the only saint with a notarized police record. C, the Jesuits founded the city of Sao Paulo, Brazil. Or D, St. Ignatius's grave was lost for nearly 30 years. Ooh, a little trickier.
Mm.
I suppose you guys could Google it, but I'm relying on the fact that you're honest players.
Okay. And the correct answer is D, that St. Ignatius' grave was lost for nearly 30 years is false. It was a different saint that had a lost grave, according to Emily.
Number 7, which of the following is the oldest running volunteer program of the 4 listed? JVC, Peace Corps, Catholic Volunteer Network, or AmeriCorps? Newark, I don't understand how you're typing so fast. Yes, JVC. So it was, JVC started in 1956 in Alaska. The Peace Corps was founded in 1961. The Catholic Volunteer Network was 63, and AmeriCorps is 64. So JVC, we're clearly the trendsetters.
Number 8, JVC is reopening houses in all of the following cities except A, Mobile, Alabama, B, Raleigh, North Carolina, C, Hartford, Connecticut, or D, St. Louis, Missouri.
I need to be careful with some of these because if I got the answer wrong, it would look bad professionally. I should really know some of these.
That's why I haven't played so far.
Looks like just about everybody got this one as well. C, Hartford, Connecticut is not getting a JV house, sadly.
Not this year.
Not this year.
No, yet.
Right.
Number
Right. You did.
Number 9, which of the following is not a current JVC house? House patron is what we like to call them. So Martin Luther King Jr., Brother Brooker Ashe, Jack Morris House, or Francis Assisi.
Hmm.
It is D, St. Francis Assisi, which is surprising. He's a pretty popular saint, but we do not have a St. Francis Assisi house.
So can I ask a question? I'm going to.
Yes.
So I always wanted to know how the houses were named. So that's not a trivia question, but maybe Laura or Rob or someone.
I had always wondered that question too, Karen, and we found some in the archives of the Santa Clara office years ago. Pat and I dug up a newsletter that used to be distributed among all the communities, and it started on the West Coast. And they basically put a call out of like, we want to name house patrons, and you can decide based on a house, like who you want your house to be called. And it started out there, I want to say like in the 1990s. It like wasn't too long ago. And then it made its way across the country. So I think the communities themselves had some say in the naming process.
Interesting.
But that's all I know.
And will we ever consider changing the house names? I was just really surprised when Thea Bowman came up as a house name because she's fairly current. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Went rogue.
Okay, final question. I think, Emily, should you ask this?
Yeah, I'll ask this one. This you cannot find on the website. Number 10, which one of these endangered animals was once spotted on a JVC retreat? A, the Pacific gray whale, B, the flying squirrel, C, the California condor, or D, a gray wolf?
Like, oh.
There's a great mixture of answers here. Yes, it is A. Now, I will say, there are many FJVs, so the statistics on this aren't 100%, but as far as I know, no one has spotted a wolf. Yeah, the one of the retreats for the West Coast is on the California Pacific coast, and there are lots of whales there. Newark saw some goats. That's pretty cool. Not as dangerous as a wolf though, so thankful for that. All right. Well, it looks like I'm sure Newark won, considering how fast they were at all of the correct answers. So, way to go, Newark. All right. Well, that wraps up some trivia. So, thank you all for participating. I hope you learned something about JVC, and I will pass it back to Kevin.
Thank you, Emily. And Newark gets to transition from their great trivia performance, as it is now time to kick off the talent portion of our talent show. It is the main event, what you have all been waiting for. And we're going to get things started with the JVs from Newark. So I'm going to send it up to you guys.
Hello, we're the Newark House. I'm Colleen and I'm from Idaho.
I'm Liam and I'm from Atlanta.
I'm Eva, I'm from Ohio.
I'm Danielle, I'm from Chicago. I'm Katie June, I'm from Texas.
Hi, Merry Christmas. I'm Sage. I'm from Oregon.
And we are going to be Eva and the Simple Living Orchestra. Enjoy what we have for you.
Which is talent.
5, 6, 7, 8. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. Gave it away this year to save us from tears. I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. Gave it away this year to save me from tears. I'll give it to someone special. Once bitten and twice shy. I keep my distance, but you still catch my eye. Tell me, baby, do you recognize me? Well, it's been a year, it doesn't surprise me. Merry Christmas, I wrapped it up and sent it with a note saying I love you, I meant it. Now I know what a fool I've been, but if I kissed you now, I know you'd fool me again. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. Gave it away this year to save me from tears. I'll give it to someone special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. Gave you my heart. Every next day, you gave it away. Gave it away this year to save me from tears. I'll give it to someone special. Ta-da! Merry Christmas!
Donate to JVC full CD.
Merry Christmas. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Newark. That was wonderful. And to follow Newark, we are going to stay in the Northeast and go up to Syracuse. Next, we have Meg Whalen, who is a current JV in Syracuse. Meg is a singer, and you can find her music on Spotify. And so I'm going to turn it over to Meg.
Hi. I'm gonna play a song called Colorado. That's it. I went to Colorado and I breathed the air so deep. The earth went through my lungs and it stung the tips of me. I left the busy city for a busy mountain top where the view is never ending and the stars never stop. I went to Colorado and I figured out I am not 18 anymore. Year around the sun and sea what I have done, I don't know if I'm wrong or if I just know how to talk too much about it. Oh, you know I talk too much about it. Oh, New York is like that one friend who's the best, but she's the worst. And you both know you have issues, but instead you say you're cursed. Like when I wake up gasping for the air that's out of state, rare to come by in the city, but the mountains got in space. And I went to Colorado and I figured out I'm not 18 anymore. Year around the sun and sea what I have done, just know how to talk too much about it. Oh, oh, you know I talk too much about it. Oh, sharp air right there. I swear it knocked me out. I'm scared, don't care. It's too late for backing out. So square, short hair. Maybe I should grow it out. Am I young or am I old? And do I get time to decide? Well, I went to Colorado and I tried to breathe so deep, but the air there is so thin that it got the best of me. I resented all the mountains, the trees, the earth, and you, but I ran when I had time till my lungs they felt so good. And I went to Colorado and I figured out I'm not a anymore. Here around the sun and sea, what I have done, don't know if I'm proud or if I just know how to talk too much about it. Oh, oh, you know I talk too much about it. Oh, and I talk too much. Oh, I talk too much about it. Stop talking all about it.
Woo! Yeah!
Meg, that was fantastic. And again, you can find Meg's music on Spotify. Bryn put it in the chat for this. Hi, Syracuse house. Bryn put it in the chat. So if you want to listen to it again, you can find it there. Keep an eye on your inbox in your email over the next few days for the JVC organizational newsletter. That's where we'll reveal the winning house of the Giving Tuesday Send Me to Serve campaign. And in the chat momentarily, you'll see a whole bunch of links and ways to connect with us, how to stay connected to us, how to support us, how to support the current JVs for the Send Me to Serve campaign, which ends tomorrow. So please feel free to share that link and all of our other links with your friends and family to make sure they know how they can support a current JV or how they can just support the organization as a whole. We hope you'll stay connected with us, and we hope you will join us next week on December 8th for our next community conversation right here on Zoom, featuring leadership consultant Tiger Rahman. Tiger will speak on developing inclusive leadership practices. This conversation will offer perspectives on authentic, adaptive, and transformational leadership theories through the lens of spiritual practice and offer frameworks for engaging in this deeply personal journey. Before we break out once more to just have some conversation here tonight, let's have another virtual round of applause for our JV performers. And we're going to let everyone stick around right now to meet and greet with each other and discuss JV, discuss tonight's performance, and we hope you'll stick around for some conversation.